World Championship record is equalled. Lewis Hamilton wins the Turkish Grand Prix and is a 7-time champion of the world.
You're the man! You're the man!
Thank you so much, guys.
Domination in the Mercedes-Benz team. 104 pole positions, 105 Grand Prix victories, 7 World Championships equaling Michael Schumacher's record. How big must be the ambition for a man who has already achieved everything, but is still fighting for more? What would you do if you have already won it all? For many people, success is the ultimate destination. But for Lewis Hamilton, true victory lies in pushing the limits that no one dares to challenge. This driver is not only a multi-champion in Formula One, he is a symbol of limitless ambition, from his humble beginnings to becoming the face of excellence at Mercedes, and now embarking on a daring leap to the team of the prancing horse. Hamilton has shown that he will never stop chasing his dream, an 8th World Championship. But will this new chapter prove to be a wise decision, or too big a risk? Today we will explore the story of a man who lives and breathes racing. Stick around to the end because Lewis Hamilton's life has so much to teach us about success, failure, and the constant striving for greatness. Lewis Hamilton was born on January 7th, 1985 in England, raised in a humble home by his father, Anthony Hamilton, who worked multiple jobs to finance his son's karting career. Lewis showed from a young age that he was destined for something big. By the age of 10, he was already a national karting champion, and at the age of 13, Hamilton signed with McLaren as part of its Young Driver Development Programme. This opportunity not only gave him access to the best resources, but also a direct path to Formula One. However, to get there, Lewis had to work twice as hard as his competitors. He didn't come from a wealthy family or a privileged background. Everything he achieved was a product of his talent and absolute determination. In 2007, Lewis Hamilton made his Formula One debut with McLaren. From the beginning, he made it clear that he was not there just to learn. He was there to win. In his rookie season, he scored 9 consecutive podiums and 4 wins, just 1 point short of the World Championship. In his first year in Formula One. Crazy, isn't it? And just 1 year later, in 2008, Hamilton returned, this time to reach the crown of motorsport by winning his first World Championship in one of the most thrilling finals in history. In the last corner of the Brazilian Grand Prix, he overtook Timo Glock and secured the points needed for the title. He was just 23 years old and already the youngest world champion at the time. This was only his second season in Formula One, and he was already writing his name alongside world winners. Nevertheless, McLaren unfortunately could not maintain competitiveness in the following years. Hamilton knew that if he wanted more championships, he would have to make a risky decision. It was then that his ambition led him to leave McLaren, a team that gave him his first victories and a world championship, to join Mercedes-Benz, a team that at the time was not a serious title contender. This is why many considered this transfer to be madness. In 2013, Hamilton joined the Silver Arrow team. He saw something that others did not, an opportunity to build something great from scratch. His decision was criticised by many, but it turned out to be one of the best bets of his career. Starting in 2014, Hamilton and Mercedes began an era of unprecedented domination. He won 6 world championships with the team, equaling Michael Schumacher's record and cementing himself as one of the best drivers of all time. However, not everything was perfect. There were tense moments with teammates such as Nico Rosberg in the 2016 season, where he lost the title by a narrow margin, and he also experienced some technical challenges. But the season that will be long remembered as a major setback has been the one of 2021, where he met with a Max Verstappen who tore away his dream of having his 8th world title. And for this year, 2024, he has already won 4 world titles in a row. Want to know more about Mad Max? I invite you to watch the video dedicated to this fierce racer, and you will see that it is not only talent that elevates you to the top. After many years without major fights on the track for the title, Hamilton battled fiercely against Max Verstappen in a battle where the two teams fought neck and neck to take as many points as possible in each race. And amazingly, it ended in a controversial final race in Abu Dhabi, where both drivers were equal on points. Despite leading much of the race, a questionable decision by the stewards allowed Verstappen to win the championship on the final lap. This was a difficult moment for Hamilton. Coming so close to an 8th title that would have crowned him as the greatest of all time was an emotional blow. But as always, Lewis didn't let defeat define him. Most drivers would have accepted his fate, to be left with the humble sum of 7 world titles and say goodbye to Formula One. Nico Rosberg only settled with 1, But Lewis is made differently, returning in 2022 with the same ambition and a renewed focus. But unfortunately for that year, they were faced with new regulations that represented big changes, making teams struggle to find a good balance. Most teams had trouble understanding the aerodynamics of the car, but the Red Bull team showed that they were able to put it all together. So Hamilton just watched how Max Verstappen won races without a serious challenger to overturn him. The Mercedes team was no longer fighting to win races, but to score as many points as possible and stay in the middle of the grid. It was sad to see how the Mercedes car struggled with inferior teams, without the difference it used to have, and he was even overtaken several times by his teammate, who in some races managed to understand the car much better. Hello, am I interrupting you? I'm taking advantage of your attention to invite you to be part of the growth of this channel. KindAmbitious is a channel designed to exploit the potential within you. If you like the content, please do not hesitate to leave us your like. Do not miss the opportunity to belong to an ambitious channel. Here is a banana as a way of thanking you. Finally, Lewis made another crucial decision. His big move to Ferrari. It is necessary to highlight how important this change has been. We are talking about the most successful driver in Formula One, who, after more than a decade with the Mercedes team, has decided to break ties and make a big decision to join the Ferrari team. This is due to his determination to prove that he is the one who should be at the top of the history books, and leave a legacy that is hard to match. He currently shares the same number of titles with the great Michael Schumacher, who also has 7 world titles. The last one was in 2004. This recognition has lasted for 20 years, and this is exactly what Hamilton is looking for, to leave a record that no one can match. Since 2022, he has worked hard with Russell to keep the Mercedes team afloat. And since his time in Formula One is coming to an end, he has made a desperate decision to switch to a team that promises to take him to the top again. This change was announced before the start of the 2024 season. This emphasises the driver's distrust of the current team. For Lewis, staying comfortable has never been an option. Ferrari represents a new challenge, an opportunity to prove that he can still drive at the highest level, even in a completely different environment. He will finally wear all red. But is this the right move? Ferrari has a rich history in Formula One, but in recent years it has faced consistency issues. And although by 2026 we expect a new set of regulations, there is no certainty that this new team will be much better than the old one. The question is, will Lewis be able to transform the team and bring it back to glory? I invite you to leave your opinion in the comments and really tell us if this desperate decision will give him what he wants most, his 8th world title. So what can we all learn from Lewis Hamilton? Number 1. Boundless ambition. From his karting days to his jump to Ferrari, Hamilton has shown that ambition is the key to keep growing. 2. Failure is part of the journey. Moments like the 2021 season remind us that even the greatest face defeats. The important thing is how you respond to them. Number 3. Constantly reinvent yourself. Lewis's move to Ferrari is an example of how we should never settle, even when we are at the top. Lewis Hamilton is not just a driver, he is an example of resilience, ambition, and passion. His career is a reminder that success is not a destination, but a constant journey. Now, with his move to Ferrari, he is writing a new chapter in his extraordinary story. And you? What can you learn from Lewis Hamilton? We may not all drive a racing car, but we all face challenges that require the same ambition and courage. You just need to be KindAmbitious, chase your dreams with everything you've got, and never stop, no matter how big the risk is. Thanks for staying until the end of this video. If you liked it, do not forget to hit the like button. This will help with the growth of this new channel. And of course, be part of this ambitious community. Please do not forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.